Never even got up and used the bathroom for the whole 3 hours. I
Bro,
kept passing
you
out.
in a little ass airport shitter? Oh my God, you cannot write that. Holy shit, that's a podcast in
That's why I
itself.
didn't go in there.
That's a
It was
podcast in
dirtiness and I had to
itself.
pee, and I was like, no, that's my fear.
Oh shit.
This isn't funny.
All right, man. So get to the shit. You got to Houston. What happened? I want to know what happened officially on record on the air to the people.
At like 6:13, so I get off the plane, and one of my like built-in anxieties, because I just have some irrational anxiety sometimes, is like I don't want my luggage to get lost. So let me check with like someone who works here to see like, hey, should I go to baggage check claim? Because I know I'm switching flights. And the last time I was in the airport, once you got off the plane, you have to go down to baggage claim and then check your fucking bag again. But again, this was 16 the last time I was in the airport. Things have changed. And the Houston airport, by the way, is incredibly nice. It's a great place to spend the night if you're lost.
It's okay.
Until they,
I've had 2 layovers there for a total of like 2 hours.
Well, you'll be laid over there, but just know the little trams.
No, I'm going to
subways that
Denver.
they have take you. Oh, well, I was about to say the subways there at Houston are actually really nice. They have like subways that take you to each terminal. It's really cool, and the food there is good. Except I wouldn't go to Whataburger. But so yeah, I
told you
there,
Whataburger sucks.
And yeah, I know. I was looking at the menu and I was like, this shit looks like trash. Even the like display looks like trash on Grubhub. I was like,
it's not even Raleigh's adjacent.
Bro, Raleigh's is Checkers out here.
I know.
And it still looks good. I mean, the delivery fee is bullshit, but whatever. So that's what I was saying.
Get your big ass in an Uber and go get your fast food like you did for 2 decades.
Like that. It's because they had a sex ring. That's why they banned Uber in Alabama, certain places in Alabama, because there was like people picking up girls and like sexually trafficking them, and all it was. And
good
like,
Lord.
no Uber. And Lyft is cheaper anyway, and on top of that, Lyft links up with
you that.
With my United account. So every time I use Lyft, I get points on my United account. So shameless plug. I think they do it for Delta too, but I just have United, so there you go. Lyft is mad cheap out here. I looked at the buses and I was like, I'm not catching the bus out here. But it's cool. Whatever. So I'm asking this person, I'm like, just people work, I'm like, yo, should I go down there and check and see if my bag is they like running it straight through, or is it, down there? Yeah, you should probably check just to make sure. Not real. I'm like, I had an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I have time, but I don't have time. So I finally get down there. It was the longest walk ever just to get down to the terminal, just to get down there. And I walked around for like 25 minutes, like, where's my shit? And then I finally go up to, the baggage claim area to like one of the people, and I'm like, hey, I just got off the flight from Houston. I'm going to Alabama though. Like, they said I'd have to come down here to get my luggage. I just want to make sure, like, is it going straight through the flight, or do I have to pick it up and then check it again? Because this is a different airport. So they were like, no, it says it's going straight through, and here's your luggage number. I was like, because they didn't give me a luggage number the first time. So I got the luggage number, went back upstairs, eventually found, like, a little subway that takes me to the Marriott, which is right next to the Houston airport. So I went on that, had to work my way back upstairs. I actually was really close to my terminal and didn't realize it. And
sounds about right.
Say, hey, your plane's leaving in like 5-10 minutes. I was like, what? Well, when I was going back up, I talked to these people. They're like, okay, yeah, you clearly went through checkpoints and everything else, TSA. Just walk all the way around and go through. When I started walking around and go through, it was blocked off. I'm like, yo, I literally, like, got off my flight. Like, my terminal's right there. I don't want to go through TSA again. I just have to, like, cut through this little thing and go there. I didn't even need to go through TSA again. But then the dude who was a supervisor he decided to be a dick, and it was a black guy. So I was just like, wow, really? He decided to be a dick, and instead of just escorting me through back to my gate where I was supposed to go, and I couldn't call my flight, he's like, no, you got to go back through TSA. I was like, bro, I don't have shit on me. Like, You clearly can see that. And if I got this far, clearly I've already been checked because they do a checkpoint downstairs too. So why the hell would I go through 2 checkpoints? So they make me go through that shit, and then it beeps off, and it says I have metal in my groin and armpit. And I'm like, well, that's bullshit because I went through LAX and it was fine. Dude, the light skinned dude, he's like, yeah, I gotta check you, and then he's explaining the process of a pat down. I'm like, dude, I know what a pat down is. Like, can we just get to the point? Because my gate's like right down that hallway, and I need to go. Pats me down. He acts fucking stupid for another 5-10 minutes. They're saying, oh, well, we don't know, we can't find the metal that's on you. I was like, because I don't have any metal on me other than the zipper of my pants, and I'm not taking that off. He's like, oh, okay. And then I had like a little string on the back of my pants, so he cut that off. He's like, well, that must be it. I was like, there's no metal in that. That's plastic. So literally there was nothing on me. So they held me there. Finally run to the gate, and the plane's still there, but they closed the door, and the lady wasn't there. No, but here's the worst part. I turn around, because another guy was with me too, because he was held up. He was late for his flight, but they gave him like a hotel comp. I turn around, walk 2 feet, look at the board where the all the times are, and it still says my flight is boarding. Mind you, my flight was supposed to leave at 7:40. They boarded at like 7:15. I'm like, okay, I have time because it's like 7:35. Like, you're not
they usually close it like 15 minutes before.
Yeah, that was kind of close. I get back up there. She's like, oh. I was like, well, can you let me through? Clearly, like, the flight hasn't left yet. And it's Houston to Mobile, which was a small flight anyway, so not a lot of people on it. I was like, could you just tell them? He's like, no. She's like, no, I tried. I was like, first off, you weren't even here when I got over here. You called me, and then I come over here, and you're not here. And then I walk back over here, and now you're here. You're telling me that, oh, you talked to the pilot already? Lady, I know you didn't walk all the way down that ramp. Talk to the fucking pilot and come back. I'm not stupid. You didn't walk that fast. I walked that fast, and I'm fat.
So what did you do for 8 hours while you were in Houston?
Oh, no, it wasn't 8 hours. It was 13.
What did you do for 13 hours?
Well, as I was texting y'all and getting killed in the group chat, started, going through the stages of grief. I mean, it was blinding, hot, mad rage. Like, it was quick, though.
Did you talk to the hotel? Did they give you an extra night or something?
No, they didn't even give me a fucking hotel. You're like, well, because you said you missed your
No,
flight.
I'm talking about the hotel you're at now. Were you like, hey, I missed my flight?
Oh, no, that was cool. I called them, and I was like, hey,
so
I'm not going to be able to make it.
They didn't charge you?
I came the next day. So because they wouldn't let me on the flight, and then 5 minutes after I argued with this lady, just let me on the flight. You guys clearly haven't left yet. You can walk me down there right now. Then they took the little thing off and separated it from the plane, and I was like, ma'am, I've been here for 10 minutes. You could have let me on. You're like, you didn't have to do that. She said, oh, I can try to get you on the next flight to Baton Rouge. Oh, sorry. Nope, that left. Oh, I can try to get you on the next flight to Gulf Shore. Oh, sorry, that one just left. I was like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, you're not even helping. Now you're just honey dicking me, and it's upsetting. So, well, you got to go to customer service, and they'll help you out. Go to customer service. Lady's like, damn, yeah, you are kind of fucked in so many words. But she gets me on a flight, the first flight out, the earliest flight, 7:25, Houston to Mobile. Fine. And it's aisle seat. I was like, thank you. I do not want a middle seat. It was a 2-seater plane.
Okay, but you still skipped over the whole part of you being in Houston for 12 hours.
I'm wrapping this part up, so now I can tell you what I did the whole time I was in the fucking Houston airport. So once I do that, I talked to my mom, kind of depressed. I eat like 2 whole bags of gummy worms that I bought at LAX.
Fat boy.
Like, honestly, the fact that I had enough presence of mind to buy lotion and 2 big-ass bundles of gummy worms and gummy bears at LAX, that was foreshadowing. I should have noticed that. But, yeah, I ate that, walked around, looked for a place to charge my phone, took a piss, walked around, was depressed for a little bit, and then said, okay, I'm just going to figure this out. Sat down, charged my phone, kept drinking a bunch of water. This one dude and his kid were like 2 people were like waiting on the plane. I think one of them was going to like Costa Rica or some shit, or like whatever. But they were there just pacing back and forth. I walked up to a massage chair and I had like $4 in my pocket. So I just put that in and got like 30 minutes worth of massages in this massage chair, even though it didn't do anything for my neck, but it did everything for my back and my legs. So I was like, cool, got a massage. I'm calm now. Walked around, charged my phone, listened to music. Then I was like, okay. I waited like another probably hour for my flight and shit to update, because it updated on my phone first, and then it updated on the screen. I said, okay, well, now I know what flight I'm leaving, what terminal is it in.
Okay, we got it.
Boom.
You made it.
So I had to walk another 20 minutes to get up to Houston, where they have the subway part. Hop the subway all the way to my terminal, and then I was pretty much just there, walking back and forth. Then charged all my phones, my laptops, everything.
So pretty much you just charge your shit.
Out.
Pretty much you just charge your shit and try to sleep.
No, I didn't even try to sleep. I just sat down, and then eventually I gave up, and I was like, okay, I have nothing left to do. I have to either stay up for the next 6 hours or sleep. And
so what was it like when you finally made it to Mobile? You got your credentials, all that. What was it like? Cause
it felt like a fucking weekend in Vegas, bro. It felt like the hangover was over, and I was just like, okay. Like once I got on the plane, I just took a deep sigh of relief, and I blacked out. I just kept blacking out and sleeping for like 45 minutes at a time. But the flight itself,
is it a blackout if you're asleep though? Isn't that just sleep?
I blacked out before the flight.
That's the weirdest shit I ever heard.
Exactly.
He said I blacked out when I slept. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
No, like I don't remember like just casually, easily falling asleep. I just lost consciousness and then woke up.
Probably because you were so exhausted. You were probably not even fully asleep. You were probably just like in a weird vortex of sleep and being awake.
Like something woke me up right at 6:45, and then I went there was a Wendy's in the Houston airport, and they had bomb ass breakfast chicken sandwiches, so I copped 2 of those.
All right, man. So let's get to the actual practices. The reason why you're there. Who are some guys that jumped out at you? Some risers, some fallers, etc.
Well, I'm gonna. Like I said in the first article that I put out, and this covers the span of 2 days, and because it was pouring down raining today, they had like a full capacity cutoff at the South Alabama training site, so a lot of people didn't get in. But for honestly, the best 2 days of practice were really, yesterday and Wednesday. No, Tuesday and Wednesday were obviously the best 2 days as far as because it was fair game. Everybody had the same amount of time to study their playbook. Some cats came in on media day, and the receivers were out there just killing people. Like these corners are battle tested. I'd give them all their props. They're good. I think a lot of them raised their stocks, but boy, they got shattered on. Like I saw dudes get mossed. Like it was so bad. I was like, damn, like there's nothing you could have done else to defend that route. Like Denzel Mims, Michael Pittman Jr. was the biggest standout. He can play special teams. He started playing special teams. Michael Pittman Jr. out of USC, Antonio Gandy Golden out of Liberty, he's like 6'4", 230 or 225, freakish athlete. Maybe not a burner, but he's definitely fast enough, and he has like insane body control. He was embarrassing these DBs. He was just catching deep balls and just making people look stupid. All the receivers on both teams, North and South teams, honestly, a lot of these guys tremendously helped their draft grades. At least 10 receivers, I would say. There's a couple who are kind of Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame, I think, is going to have to gain some weight and just become
so the two receivers that I saw a lot about on Twitter were KJ Hill and Van Jefferson. Yeah, those were the guys that I saw a lot about.
Van Jefferson's a grown man. Yeah. That dude, he won best receiver. If you go look at the Reese's Bowls IG story right now, Jordan Love won practice